From NECN Studios, this is The Morning Show.
Good morning, everybody. It is just 7 o'clock on this Friday, November 16th. Thanks so much for joining us here on The Morning Show. I'm Bridget Blythe.
And I'm Justin Michaels. We're covering a lot of things for you this morning. This morning, though, overnight brawl. Fists fly on a college campus and police are called in. So what started this battle? And later this hour, texting teens find out why the young drivers are such a danger on the road.
Weather brought to you by Ford. Go further.
All right, so by all accounts, it's going to be a beautiful fall weekend, a little cool, crisp, nice. Danielle knows all about it.
I think it's perfect. You know, this 7-day forecast was so easy to put together.
Those are your top headlines. Back over to you, Bridget and Justin. And that last story, just heartbreaking.
Just a tragic story. I mean, these men and women fought for their lives, came back injured, and only to be part of a parade.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Christy. Okay, your time right now, 7:08. Time to get a check of your morning commute with Scott Montmany at Metro Traffic.
NECN Traffic.
Okay, back here at 7:16 on the morning show. We do have some breaking news for you about Hostess. Of course, that's the maker of Twinkies, also Ding Dongs, even Wonder Bread. 18,000 workers are now out of a job. That company is going out of business. What a terrible thing for snack lovers and also those 18,000 people. Lots of things going on there. The picket line was long and the employees held out for a long time. And in fact, they held out long enough to close down the business. We're going to have more on this throughout the morning here on NECN. Well, billions of dollars in losses for the U.S. Postal Service tops our look at business this morning. The cash-strapped agency reports a loss of $15.9 billion so far this year alone, and that's triple what it lost last year. Now, officials warn that the post office does not receive legislative help from Congress. Annual losses could exceed a staggering $21 billion by 2016. Mortgage rates have hit yet another all-time low. Freddie Mac says the average rate on a 30-year loan dropped to, wait for it, 3.34%. That is amazing. Now, rates have been low all year, but this is the lowest on record dating back to 1971. The average rate on a 15-year fixed mortgage also hit a record low, dropping to 2.65%. A record settlement in the 2010 Gulf oil spill. BP agreed to pay the government $4.5 billion in damages. It's the largest criminal settlement in U.S. history. And the company also pleaded guilty to felony counts related to the deaths of 11 workers and also lying to Congress. At least 3 BP employees will also face charges.
Weather brought to you by Ford. Go further.
I'm hurrying.
Here you go.
I made it.
Come over.
I made it.
Come sit with us because Danielle's here and we got to get the forecast.
Hey, I'm the luckiest guy on TV. I get to sit with these two.
You know,
not too bad.
Oh, hey, it's a quiet weather pattern.
That.
You're just saying that. You know, it's quiet. We can talk about that stuff because really there's not a whole lot going on. So we'll keep you posted on that. See you again in the next half hour.
That is a nice New England forecast, isn't it?
Perfect.
Perfect.
We'll enjoy it while
forecast.
it lasts, right?
All right, Bridget, here we go. Despite an uptick in the number of campaigns encouraging teens not to use their phones behind the wheel, a new survey actually shows they're doing a lot more texting.
This is unbelievable to me because we know it's so dangerous.
Well, continuing our traffic coverage here and things happening on the road, it's 7:22 and Scott Montmany has a check of your Metro traffic.
NECN Traffic.
A very good Friday morning to you. It's 7:30 on the morning show. I'm Justin Michaels. Thanks for being with us.
And I'm Bridget Blythe. Coming up this half hour on the show, Coach under arrest.
Those are your headlines. Back over to you.
You know
Justin
what?
and Bridget.
You know what? That donkey might just do better than some of our politicians.
Donkeys are very stubborn. You'd never get anything done.
Oh, kind of like Congress.
Yeah.
So you fit right in.
Yeah, perfect.
Maybe it does have a future then.
Thanks, Christy.
All right, heart attacks, shrieking, crying. That's Danielle Niles right now with this next story coming up. Just some of the symptoms one might experience while watching the latest Twilight flick.
I guess so. Excitement for this final film has been so high. Some of the theaters around the country didn't even make the fans wait till midnight.
It's 7:35, and do you know who was first in line last night?
Scott Montmany.
Scott Montmany was first in line. He has your Metro traffic right now, though, late night.
NECN Traffic.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Well, on your mark, get set, because she's actually going to do it. It's almost time for the Spartan race trial at Fenway.
I'm so excited. The ballpark being transformed into an obstacle course for a 2-day event this weekend. Jackie Bruno live inside Fenway with a look at what we participants will be facing. Hi, Jackie. Thanks, Jackie. Jackie Bruno live from Fenway. You know, my husband and I raise money for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, so we're going to do it together. It'll be our first married challenge.
Awesome. It's your second one of the year, though, because you did the Boston Marathon, though.
Well, yeah, I like to do a lot of stuff with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. They're a great organization.
She's such a good person.
Just ahead on the morning show, you know, they go together like peanut butter and jelly. Not me and Justin. We're talking about Thanksgiving and football. Well, we do too, but will the Patriots playing on Turkey Day give you an opportunity for a twist on your tailgate? We think so. We'll show you how.
And in the next half hour, BYOF means bring your own friend. We talk about the new trend in dating and if it really could give you the boost you need to find a new relationship. Back here now, Thanksgiving and football. What could be better? I don't think there's anything, right? How about taking that turkey dinner, though? How about outside for a tailgate? What do you think about that? This guy knows all about it. This is Kerry Byrne. He's the founder and publisher of ColdHardFootballFacts.com. He's here with how we can take Turkey Day outside for a tailgate.
Well, Thanksgiving's the ultimate celebration of football and food, and the tailgate is all about that, and it's truly a great New England celebration.
Well, and you are taking some staples outside, but they're going to be a little twist on them. We've got deep-fried stuffing, deep-fried turkey. That is so good.
Well, deep-fried turkey everyone loves, but deep-fried stuffing is my culinary masterpiece, Justin, if I do say so myself. It was born of necessity as a mother of invention, right? Sure. We were at a tailgate. I'd run out of charcoal. I had no way to heat the stuffing and foil on the grill. I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to roll it up into balls and deep fry it. It was an instant hit, and now it's a staple of our tailgates and our Thanksgiving parties. And
one other staple is right here in this basket. I'll be stealing this afterwards. Cranberry sauce. Yep.
Well, you know, cranberries are obviously a great local thing, and they would call the loops on the berries look like a crane's neck, so the Pilgrims called them craneberries. And all the recipes at ColdHardFootballFacts.com, all the recipes we cook on a Thanksgiving tailgate, you can get them right there and see how to make this. And like I said, it's also it's a nice looking presentation.
Yeah, it's really nice. And I'm telling you, we have about a little less than a minute, so it's not a tailgate without beer. This is the, you know, what would you recommend? What do we have?
Well,
here?
This is
celebration.
This is Sierra Nevada celebration. It's a seasonal beer, and I like it. There's a lot of great beer out there. Whatever you prefer. And you know, can I tell you? Beer was a part of the first Thanksgiving. People don't know this, but the Pilgrims settled in Plymouth, true story, because they ran out of beer. That's a true story in their diaries on December 19th, 1621, 1620, when they're sitting down on Plymouth Harbor. We could not take time for further search and consideration, our victuals being much spent, especially our beer. They had to go settle. They were running out of beer on the boat. True story.
Perfect. Yep. I love it. This is awesome. Kerry Byrne, thank you for your time.
Justin, thank you.
And now over to Bridget.
You know, a lot of retailers are already getting into the holiday spirit. Good morning, everybody. It's just before 8:30 on this Friday. TGIF, everybody. It's November 16th. Thanks for joining us. I'm Bridget Blythe.
And I'm Justin Michaels, in for Steve today. Our top story today, a Massachusetts coach is behind bars. He's charged with trying to solicit sex from a teen, the sting that allegedly caught him in the act.
And end of the line for an iconic American snack, with Hostess announcing it's going out of business, closing plants, laying off all of its workers, including hundreds here in New England.
My time as a human was over. But I never.
All right, there it is. Danielle's about ready to jump out of the chair here. It's Twilight's Final Bite, Breaking Dawn Part 2, premiering last night. We have some early reviews for you.
Weather brought to you by Ford. Go further.
She's going to wait till they come out on DVD.
Thank you. I'm not like one of those twihards jumping, but they are good, and I read all the books.
She has been doing
and
nothing but telling us how excited she is all morning.
It's good to be excited about something, you know?
And the books were better. The movies are okay, but I still like watching
them. You like to see it come to life on screen,
yes,
just like I did with Hunger Games, you know?
Oh, I haven't read those ones. Maybe that'll be my
You
next
borrow
series.
from me.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, no.
In the meantime, weather-wise here, you guys, a quiet stretch of weather the next several days. So
all right, sports now. Comcast Sportsnet's Kevin Walsh is here, and I'll tell you, big game coming up on Sunday. Both teams, Colts, also the Pats, 6-3. What do the Pats have to do to pull this thing out?
Well, I think they need to go back to the hurry-up offense because the Colts defense is a little bit young. It's a good defense. It's better than the Patriots defense.
Well, and the Colts are coming into this with a little boost in the arm with the new quarterback, Andrew Luck, getting rid of Peyton Manning. I mean, you know, the Pats might have a little bit of a wall to face when they get in there on Sunday.
Well, he's a double threat. He can beat you with his arm, and he can beat you with his legs. I don't see it.
And there's a new name, Aqib Talib, going to be there on Sunday?
Right. He'll probably go up against Reggie Wayne, who's the best wide receiver in the NFL. Everybody's saying the world about him, but it's early. There's time for him to mess up, but there's time for him to shine as well.
All right, real quick, we're talking about the NHL too. You know, the deputy commissioner of the NHL, he's out saying we're done with making proposals. We don't have any new ideas. What's happening?
Well,
see hockey?
The most ridiculous, I think we will see hockey. In fact, I think the players are going to cave as early as next week.
All right, Kevin Walsh, Comcast Sportsnet, thank you very much, and we'll send it right over to Bridget.
Thanks, guys. 8:39 still to come on the morning show. 8:42, welcome back to the morning show. You know, at Fenway Park, they play baseball, of course. They've had concerts there. Now they're turning it into an obstacle course.
Yeah, it's called the Spartan Race Time Trial. It's happening on Saturday and Sunday. And our Jackie Bruno is there right now. Jackie, we heard you got that javelin in the break.
And there's more information online as well at NECN.com.
That looks like a good spot.
I ate so much there.
Good.
It was delicious.
That's a way to do it at a sports bar, right? All right, it was an emotional night for some Twilight fans as the film Breaking Dawn Part 2 hit theaters. Are you excited about this?
You know, I've only seen one. I guess I could rent the rest and go to the movie.
You know why I saw one? Because my cousin forced me to go.
Really?
And
was it even the first one, or were you kind of lost?
I have no idea.
I
have no idea. It was a waste of my time. Overnight showings were sold out around the country with fans camping out, while others watched a marathon of all 5 films starting at 11 yesterday. My goodness. Now, after the credits rolled, we caught up with some Twihards right after the screening at the AMC Lowe's on Boston Common.
It's like the best way to end the whole thing.
So you're not going, but we know Danielle is going to be watching this.
Unless my cousin forces me to go again, which she's not because she lives in Pennsylvania.
So that's not happening. You're safe.
I am safe.
Thanks for joining us here on The Morning Show. We had a lot of fun with you today, and there's more news next at 9. Christy Lee is back with all of your top stories of the day. Have a good one and a great weekend. Bye.